You got to understand we're going to have our ups and downs, our goods, our bads. A lot of shit is going to go on in our life. But based on that, you got to govern yourself. You got to be strong. You got to stay strong no matter what. Good shit going to happen, bad shit going to happen. And you can't be the type of person that's going to look for that instant gratification in life. Like guys used to come home from jail. I say, yo, man, it's going to take you about 5 years to get yourself together. 5 years? I said, yeah, bro, it's going to take you like 5 years. Why you say that? I said, the first 2 years is to get out all the bullshit that you was had in your life and that you've been, doing if you want to be straight. You got guys, your first 2 years try to get you back off into the game. You understand? And then you got to stay strong and not go back, because once you go back and you start doing the same thing, it starts all over again, that 5-year period. So the first 2 years is just cleaning out your system from all the bad shit that you know that you've been through and trying to be a new you. So it's going to be difficult for you to get yourself together. So it takes like 5 years, brother. That first 2 years, you stay off the drugs. You stay out the clubs. You stay out the party scenes. You're trying to get yourself together. Then that next year, while you working, you learning how to work a job. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's some of these guys never talk to anybody positive in their life. They come out of jail and they never had a situation that they talk to anybody positive in their life. So you be the first one that you got to, you be the one talking to them and telling them and everything like that and letting them know. And you can always tell the ones who's going back to jail and the ones who's not. I used to do like this. I used to ask them, all right, so what you planning on doing? And the first thing a guy say, yo, I'm trying to stay out of jail. He on his way back. He said, I'm trying to stay out of jail. So to me, he's telling me that you're going to be doing some things that may put you in jail, which was crazy. But when the guys come to me and they sit in front of me, the first thing come out their mouth, I ain't never going back to jail. I know that's the one going to stay home. They're not looking for instant gratification, because when you go to somebody's job, they're going to want to know what you've been doing the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years for me to give you this job, making 10, 15, $12 an hour. Well, I was incarcerated. Okay. Then what do you say? Then what you do? You got to understand that you got to better yourself. You got to let people know that you're not that same person that you was before you went to jail. You are new you. So when they sit up there and they talk to me and they tell me, and I try to tell these guys right there, you can't look for instant gratification. So whatever happened to you. It's how you handle it now. Even if you don't go to jail, it's shit that's going to happen to you in relationships. It's shit going to happen to you. Sickness is shit going to happen to your income. People call me about a bill. Well, you got to pay this and stuff like that. Bruh, listen here. I understand you're doing your job, but when I get it, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it right now. If that's the circumstances, that's the situation. I'm not pressed by that. Shit is going to get paid. Shit is going to happen. Shit is going to get done. I'm never going to be pressed by that. So that's one of the things I want to talk to you about on the Uncle Gene show. And the other thing is, I had a lot of people come at me about a post I did on my Instagram. It was Diddy and Nipsey. And if you saw the post, it said something. Nipsey had said to Diddy, I need that life after death vibe. And I reposted it and I said, my brothers and sisters, you got to watch what you say to these devils out here. Some people understood what I was talking about. But this one brother got on top of my head talking about, yo, man, I don't care what that man did to you. You need to put it in God's hand and everything like that. Man, listen to me. God already fought the battles. He gonna fight for me, and he gonna continue to watch my back. But when I got my own shit, I got my own shit. God watch my back. Let me take care of this. You understand? I don't think like that. I'm never gonna think like that. Everybody always looking for God to do this and do that. God wants you to know how to fight your own battle. That's why he gave you the tongue, the mouth. He gave you all the instruments that you need to fight your battles and do what you need to do to get out your circumstances and your situations. Nigga, if I gotta work McDonald's and then leave there, go to Burger King or shovel shit for a living, I'm gonna make sure you or whoever I'm taking care of don't feel my pain. And I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, the people who out here not doing that, yo, listen, man, go ahead and do something. You do something till you could do better. You know what I'm saying? If you with that girl and she got a job and you ain't getting, your job is going out there and ain't paying what she paying, yo, here go grocery money. You being honest with that girl. You ain't out here trying to, fuck on both sides of girls' panties and shit like that. You out here, yo, I'm trying to be a decent man and do something right here. These girls will help you support them by supporting you. You got some good women out here, man. And you ladies, you got some good men out here. His brothers is willing to do the right thing and everything like that. You ain't got to always be throwing bricks at the penitentiary, man. That's why I said last show, know your needs from your wants. Or your wants from your needs. Once you learn that, you good. That's been the Uncle Gene section of this show. All right? Listen, like I said before, it's not what happens to you is how you handle it, what happens to you. You understand? And even though God is in our corner, he wants us to use the energy, the power that he give us to fight a lot of our battles ourselves. All right? Kim, Philanthropist, I guess that's right. What's good with you? I see you picture plenty pussy. What's happening? Positive energy. What's going on? Fun Shoot 3000. What's happening? Ellis Horse. What's good? Andre Davis. Andre, you ain't been around, bro. You must be overseas or something like that. Wolf died, man. You understand? Yo, and then like a lot of people think that Meech killed Wolf, and he didn't. And it's a sad story if I tell you. And since I'm talking about gangsters, and before I talk about this Russel Simmons, because it's gonna be, I got a long way to go. I'm gonna tell you about the Meech situation with Wolf. They was all like brothers, man, on the for real. Like Tone Meech brother, he loved Wolf, man. And Wolf was close to Meech and everything too. But because they got into that incident, that situation, that one incident at that club, man, but Wolf was burning way before that situation. And it's because he wanted his money from Puff. Puff was always throwing them niggas in his face. You understand? And Wolf exploded that time. But the dude that killed Wolf was the same nigga he put down with BMF as one of their shooters. You get me? Yo, my man need a job. He from the streets. He'll lay a dude down. He'll do whatever you need him to do and everything. That's the dude who killed Wolf and Riz. God bless the dead. The same dude that he took to Meech them and put him down with him. Because when dude came up on Wolf and them, you understand? Listen, I think that, I thought that the dude, Wolf must have thought like, yo, I put this nigga down. This nigga, you know, with me, but this nigga was being fed by BMF now. And he the one put me to a Wolf down. Sandman 213, what's good in the building? Boss Boy Rich, what's happening, my brother? All right. Overseas. Ted Davis. Jonathan Armstrong. Jay Leasy, what's good with you, boy? In Miami. How you doing, brother? Lady Mine. What's happening? Yo, you know, it's like what y'all don't understand is that everybody look at, you know, like you got to understand you had to be a gangster or have a gangster crew or dudes that was connected with gangster crews in order to do business back in the 90s. To do the business, you had to be, you had to have them gangster crews. You had to have those guys who was gangsters out there. You know, Puff had Wolf. But then when he got me, he had me, the same gang behind me, 12th Street Posse. And then I became head of the security for Black Hands. Let me do this right quick. Hope that's a little better. You understand? Sorry about that. I became head of security at Black Hand. So now I'm Chaz's right-hand man. I'm Slick brother. If I'm with Diddy, niggas know they got to deal with them too. So they not coming to him like that. If Wolf with him and Wolf got his crew, they not messing with Puff like that. Puff got what he was on the backs of people who had strength in the street. Point blank. But listen here. I'm going to tell a Russell Simmons story first. Now, I told y'all Russell Simmons is the godfather of all this bullshit out here in the record business. Y'all don't believe it or not. He had that little girl, Kim, first. Then he had that little girl, Kamora Lee. Mother used to clean up for him. Now, you got to realize each one of them was under 16 years old. That's why those folks know his history and background, and he stopped doing what he was supposed to be doing for them like Jay and Puff do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to sell y'all this liquor. We're going to sell y'all this alcohol. We're going to fuck up y'all minds. We're going to bring all these rappers together. We're going to make them sign this contract and get all their money. Because, see, let me just tell you what this record industry did. It was a lot of labels and everything. And they was giving guys $1 million deals and everything. And Master P and them came in and shocked them. You understand? They came in with their own format. They came in with their own shit, him and Baby and them, and they was getting hundreds of $1 million checks from them. Eddie F, I had just seen him downtown. And he came out the office. He said, God damn. He said, yo. I said, what happened, Eddie? Yeah, I ran into him. He said, yo, these people just cut Baby a check for $55 million or something like that. I was like, yo, word? He was like, yo, word. He said, yo, them niggas in that family. So what happened is this. You had all these record labels. These folks got together and said, yo, we fighting amongst each other, and these rappers are getting rich. They start formulating all those labels, like 20-something labels, and they made, I think, 2 or 3 they made what you call it, Universal, BMI or BM something, whatever, BMG or whatever, and they did Sony, Sony Def Jam or whatever like that. But they took 20-something labels and made them into like 3 or 4 to stop the come up of the rappers. Yo, I'm telling you, they didn't want us to win. That's why when Jimmy Iovine told Scott Storch, I don't want you to do rappers, Scott was sick. because Scott wanted his own production company. Jimmy Iovine said you can get it, but you can't do rappers. Scott wasn't listening to him, and they sicked that girl on him, Paris Hilton, and you know the rest. Sicked him on that boy. That boy wasn't doing that shit. That boy was making good music for everybody. But because he didn't do what he said to do, they put him out like that. So now, Russell Simmons. I had a meeting. His name was Omar. Omar was one of the biggest gangsters around 114th Street. He worked for Freddie Myers. If you ever seen the Freddie Myers documentary, Freddie Myers said, "Oh, I like this little guy. He started working for me. I came around there. It was storming outside. He had a full rain suit on, out there hustling." He said, rain, wind, or snow, or whatever, this cat would be out there. He said he loved his style. Yo, could y'all do me a favor, man? Give me some more likes. I got 300 likes in this joint, man. And that ain't even half the people that's in the building. And I must get this stuff started. Well, y'all think about it before I get back to the story. I'll get this whole cornbread started for y'all. And the reason I'm doing cornbread because this brother asked me, he said, "Yo, Gene, I need that recipe, brother. I need that recipe, Gene." So I'm going to do that before I get into it. Let me write this down so I don't forget. I'm talking about the Freddie Myers and Omar. I'm writing that down because I know people like, "Yo, Gene, you be telling the story, then you stop." So I'm going to do this cornbread, and if the likes come up, then I'll start back telling the story and stuff like that. I appreciate that. And y'all might say I'm bullying everybody and stuff like that. I'm not bullying nobody for my likes and everything because I really don't know what it means, but maybe get recommended. What we're going to do is that we're going to make this cornbread, and I'm going to try to bring this down just a little bit so you can see it, and maybe post this up a little something right here. So what we're going to do is that this guy was telling me, "Yo, Gene, I need that recipe, so I'm going to give it to you." Check it out. We're going to do your liquids first. You're going to take 2 eggs. I'll crack 2 eggs. You're going to take a half a cup of oil. This ain't no whole, this is these are 4 cups. It's like a half a cup of oil. I got this marked in here so I know. You're gonna use about a half a cup of oil. Yo, this cornbread is like crack. I'm telling you. You should get this recipe and hold on to it. And when everybody or anybody, when you taste that cornbread, you're like, yo. And cornbread don't supposed to taste like cake, fellas and people. Cornbread, it's supposed to taste just like what it is. It's supposed to be cornbread. Now you're going to use a cup. I use this coconut milk. You can use pet milk, carnation milk, or you can use regular milk. But I like this coconut milk. You're going to use a cup of coconut milk. Now, if you want 2 batches, you do 2 of everything. I know y'all mad at me right now. Yo, that nigga stopped the story, man, and everything because he didn't get the likes and everything. Yeah, man. But like we told me, I'll just rehash before I start doing this stuff like that. We were talking about earlier for the people who came in late that, and I know you can go back and see it. My man Bino told me that Al B wasn't no crackhead, that he drank Cisco, which is liquid crack. He didn't smoke crack. He drank Cisco. All right. So then my man, we talked about Biz Markie, how he got the $1.50. You understand? He stole Hip Hop Hooray and gave it to Tretch them from Mecca Audio. You understand?